these are always hard games. The game before Christmas, coming off finals, and it's every team in the country that plays them. You know, you got half your foot out the door, heading home to see family for Christmas, and I'm no different than anyone. I'm looking forward to getting home and spending Christmas with my family. And so we worked really hard to have a mindset where we were going to come out here and put everything into this game and not be thinking too far ahead to getting out of town tonight and tomorrow to head home for Christmas. Our last game, if you don't follow us, we weren't very good at rebounding the ball. And so we took a team that is out rebounding their opponents by 8 and out rebounded them by 10. We had 21 offensive rebounds. So we made some progress rebounding the basketball. If you know Aztec basketball, you know that our defense is always there. And even though we got off to a bad offensive start, largely due to Cal's defense, that we stuck in the game with our defense and then had a little run at the end of the half to build a slight lead. And then the second half, Nick caught fire. I think they were 0 for 12 at half and we were 1 for 11 from 3. And we started making some threes and that kind of opened up the game for us. So I'm real pleased with the effort I got from these guys. We'd had as good a non-conference as we could have with the schedule we played. A loss to Gonzaga and a loss to Oregon is nothing to hang your head over. Wins obviously over Creighton and Houston, and Cal, and UC San Diego, who's 9-2. So I thought we put a good resume together in the non-conference. And now we'll focus on enjoying a couple days at home and then getting back and playing Utah State at home in our conference home opener.
Open up for questions.
Could you just take us through the travel and the logistics of all that and how it affected the team or didn't affect the team?
Yeah, I mean, I've had bosses in the past that they'd be hard to deal with if flights were late or hotel rooms weren't ready, and I'm not one of those guys. So it doesn't bother me. Yeah, I know it happens to everybody. I was sitting at the San Diego airport and I was one of 200,000 people that couldn't get to where they wanted to go. So we were supposed to fly out yesterday at 4:40, canceled. We drove up to Orange County to try to fly out of Orange County Airport because our assistant Ryan Battertelli, who worked at Irvine, told me it's never foggy in Irvine, and it was so foggy I couldn't see anything. But I kept him, I didn't fire him. And then we got that flight canceled. We were just finishing breakfast at 8:30 in the morning. And then we hustled and got on the phone and found there was a flight out of Ontario with 18 seats left to San Jose. So we rushed over to Ontario. We took Ubers to Ontario, and we got 18 guys on the plane, the players, coaches, trainer, and strength coach, and then administrators, grad assistants, another assistant coach, walk-ons, guys that weren't playing, took a 7.5-hour bus ride to be here just for tip-off. So it wasn't the most ideal travel, but it happens to everybody. And even though we're in sports, and we tried to find a charter too, we couldn't find a charter. And so we're just like everybody at this time of the year. Travel's hard, and it was hard on us.
All right, Coach and the Hoopers, how impressed and how motivating was it to have your fans pretty much be heard all throughout the arena? So how does their support help you guys?
I'll start just because I'm a Northern California kid. You know, there's about probably 4 or 5 Northern California kids on our team, and you know, I think past few years when we came up to San Jose State to play games, you kind of see the Red Sea out there. A lot of the people from Aztec Nation. I think it's perfect to hear. You know, I feel like we talk a lot about how we feel like we're a Northern California team as well, just because we have so many Northern California guys and such a support system out here. And yeah, no, I felt like a home environment. After free throws, you could hear the little whoo, that little thing that they do. So that was cool.
Yeah, just to piggyback off what he said, I mean, pretty much every single tournament we've been to outside of our home games, man, Vegas, the fans showed up and we're lit. Out here, you heard the clap on the first possession of first bucket. So they come and support, and we appreciate them, and it goes a long way, and it motivates us, especially when we're going through tough stretches like we did in the beginning of the game.
Question for all of you: how challenging was it with all the travel difficulty, you know, playing in a hockey arena where the angles are different, to find the range in the first half, and what was said or what was maybe figured out, you know, shooting practice before the second half to have such a great start from 3?
Yeah, I thought the environment was great. I thought the setup was great. This is the first time I've ever been in here. And I know they've played NCAA tournament games in here. And so I thought the setup was great. And obviously we would have liked to get in here and shoot a little bit, yesterday or today's shoot around, but we didn't have that luxury. So we just came out and had 24 minutes to warm up and get a feel for it. And Cal's defense had as much to do with our bad shooting as anything. And at halftime, they were just going under everything. And so we had an opportunity to stop behind and shoot shots. In the first half, we didn't make any. When they went under, we missed shots. And I told the team at halftime, let's just let them go under and then twist back the other way. And of course, Nick did that to the tune of they went under, he shot it every time he got it again. So I'd like to say it was good coaching, but it was better shooting. So they went under the second half and Nick made 5. And that was the difference in the game when they went under.
Honestly, I think the travel situation kind of riled us up. I was one of the loudest warm-ups I think we've had in a minute. We were in the tunnel, and you could tell because there was a lot of heads looking down from the tunnel, looking back at what we were doing. And we just knew that the other team wasn't going to have any type of pity for us, that we couldn't get here yesterday or we couldn't sleep in the hotel out in San Jose. So it was more of a within the team effort to bring out more energy, and I think that was shown through our defense early in the first half and translated throughout the game.
Yeah, exactly. I think it gave us an opportunity to come together closer. We were sitting in airports together, sat in lobbies of hotels trying to figure it out. So we had time to just, hang out with each other, and it just made us closer, I guess. In a sense, you go through different experiences, but at the same time, it just shows that when we're locked in, more than anything, we didn't have the opportunity to shoot the night before or shoot prior with a shoot around early today, but if we're focused mentally, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, for the players, I'm just curious. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the history of professional basketball in San Diego, but the San Diego Conquistadors are long gone. San Diego Sales long gone. Clippers left San Diego long time ago for LA. So just how much fun do you guys have kind of representing San Diego and kind of being the featured, kind of premier, kind of only real ticket in town for basketball in San Diego?
I use it in recruiting. We are the pro team of San Diego.
Yeah, that's
even though we play for San Diego State, we represent the city of San Diego, the entire city, and we do it with great pride. And we have Gucci row seats. We have tables that people pay top dollar for, and they pay a lot of money to watch San Diego State basketball play. And we try to provide them a really good product when we're out on the floor.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of gratitude playing for these San Diego State fans. San Diego in general, I think the city really rallies behind us. I've been here 3 years, and I could tell just after our Final Four run how much love we get in the city. And for us, it's like we just have to represent ourselves like professionals around these guys. Signatures, pictures, whatever it is. Just to show our appreciation for their support.
For both Dutch and the players, you just mentioned the amount of money people pay, the amount of money you generate. You're the pro team in town, yet you don't charter. You're probably the only top 25. I'm sure you're the only top 25 team that doesn't. Maybe the only top 50 or 75 team in the country that doesn't charter. Do you think that that's something that you guys deserve and to avoid these kind of situations?
A lot of teams in our conference, they're not in major cities. San Diego is a major city, so yeah, I like to charter any way we can, but sometimes a commercial flight works out just as well. It works out at a good time. We're leaving at a time. We leave on a charter. It's a direct flight, so I'm not one to waste money. If I think it gives us a competitive advantage, then they let us charter certain games and expand that number based on trying to have a competitive advantage. But sometimes I'm not looking to spend money just to spend money either. I think that, the university spends a lot of money on us, and I'm grateful for all of it, so I don't want to waste money. With that being said, if we have opportunities to charter and it's beneficial, they've allowed us to charter, so it's a little bit of both for us.
And I'll say for myself, I have no problem traveling commercial. I think at the same time, it keeps you humble too. Like a lot of different programs, into more flashy things than we are, and I think that's what, that's the reason why I came here, just for the grit and the grind, day to day. And if we gotta travel commercial, we're gonna get it done.
Dutch, you talked about it a little bit already, but you out-rebounded them by 10, held them to 4 total assists as a team. How are you guys able to sustain the punch over the course of the game, and ultimately, how does that set the tone for Mountain West play when you come back?
Yeah, this wasn't a high assist game. I think we only had 4, or 2. We had 6 assists. It was a low assist game because, both teams were playing really good team defense, and at some level you had to just get a bucket on your own, and that's what we did, and so too many turnovers. We've been taking care of the ball, probably too many this game, and not enough assists. but that's the style of game it was. So I was pleased with the way we played.
Coach, you played against Matty Sissoko. I know he visited. You guys considered him. Decided to go in a different direction. What's it like when you play against a player that was that close to maybe coming and you decided to take someone else?
Just love him as a kid. He's a great kid. We recruited him hard, and he ended up going to Cal, which has worked out good for him. He's starting at a ACC school, and he's had, you know, he didn't have the game he wanted tonight, but he's had games where he's been vital to them winning. And so I think he's in a good environment and playing for a really good coach.
Any more questions? Gentlemen, thank you very much.
Hey, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays.
Holidays, man.
Thank you, guys.